Look, I went live before my head cut, and Chris came up. And I must admit, do I think it was okay what he did to Doc? No, I did not. Not at all. Not at all. You see, that's not okay, but that's not slandering his name. I've never slandered nobody's name. Yes, those, but those you did something to me personally. You did something person, very, it was very personal. It was like, what the fuck you're talking about my mom? I was not used to this banging and this. Because in Europe, the sectors is very different. People are in Denmark. They're here to educate each other, and also, of course, there are pranks. There's a lot of pranks. It's not that, but it's literally used as a. We have something called Illustrated Science, and everybody's watching that channel because everybody was growing up with that. But Grizz coming up here and say I slandered his name. I was like, no, I did not. I laughed at some jokes. That's true. Because Doc, he's fucking funny. And yes, I said it's not okay. Because that's me. If I borrow something out, I want it back. And that's just me. And I know Doc didn't give a fuck about it, but that counted in me. But I don't want to slander anybody's name other than people who slandered mine. But I can't go everywhere, and I won't go everywhere. Um, I won't. But I'm not. The reason why I sometimes do not get all the information is because I don't understand when people are yelling, people are talking over each other, people don't let each other speak out. I think the other day on Dark's Live, I literally sat down and listened. I know people think I want to talk all the time, but who do you hear speak of being in Africa, how they make weed, how they make hashish? Who listened to that? Nobody. They wanted to hear how they make it in the United States, where they don't even know how to make hash because it's not a culture for them. In Afghanistan, it's a holy thing. In India, it's a holy thing. In Morocco, it's been their lives. It's have 80% of the hashish sale, as Vanessa said. See, there's things I know a lot about because we're a billion people in Europe. That's a lot of people. That's three times United States. So you see, we're quite big. Are we a superpower? No, because we don't want to be one. Could we be? Yes. It's just, but we don't put that much money in the military like you do. We don't, and we don't have the union. We're not totally agreeing in Europe. We're not agreeing on everything, not at all. Quite the opposite. But when I hear that I slander somebody's name, yeah, yes, maybe I laughed at some jokes and I said that. But and as Doc said, piece it up. Let's don't talk about shit. And don't talk about shit. I just don't want to have on my side. I don't want to have anybody um, feeling that they're not welcome. Yeah, Cavalli Kid and those are not welcome here. Not at all. I don't want to see them here because they're not worth it. It's not a place for them. They like the drama. They like numbers. They like views. They like people who talk about them all the time. And you see, I never write those in my fucking comment section. Never. Or in my what they call a thumbnail. Was not literally. It is. You can call it a thumbnail, but if you work, I don't even want to say. But look, some of you, you want to be. I never showed you the Book of Evolution, and I'm going to tell you why. I just lost a big fucking motherfucking spliff, and I hate that because I hurt like a motherfucker, and I'm not allowed to smoke in this house. It's very irritating. I'm not allowed to smoke at all, actually. That is what it is. But people get ready, man. There's a train coming, picking up passengers from coast to coast. You don't need the ticket, just get on board. You know, Curtis Mayfield, he changed my life to the better. He did. And I'm not only saying that because that's the truth. It is the truth. I'm sorry to say that. But it is the goddamn truth. What's up, Wilson? Hvad spiller du?
League of Legends.
Hvad?
League of Legends. Nej, det ser sgu da godt ud.
Ja, stor fisse. Ej, det tager mig 30 kilo først. Og det er Vincent, jeg har ikke set den. Ej, Vincent, du er helt blå, lille skat.
Jeg starter med hende, der laver med børn fra Nordsjø tilbage.
Og hvad så?
Hun lukker den.
Man lukker den.
Hun lukker sagen.
Så du får Vincent?
Nej, altså, det betyder, at hun vurderer, at hun vil tilbyde en støtteperson. Og hun siger, hvad til hvad, så bliver jeg bange for, at det ikke engang skal komme med hjælp.
Ja.
Det er bare en til, som kan male mellem, altså som kan være med til, når vi hele også skal tale om nogle ting, for eksempel i familiehuset, så kan vi møde sådan en familiehus og tale om nogle ting. Det kan jo kun gavne mig jo. Så det er pisse godt.
Fedt.
Ja, det er mega godt.
Jeg er glad for, at I gik op og blev klippet. Jeg skal ud og holde min første tur i morgen. Hvor er det læse draft. Så jeg ligner 1 million morgen, jo. Så ligner jeg så.
Ja.
Nå, okay. Ja, den kom lidt. Jeg må lige rykke lidt tilbage.
Det passer,
Jo, yes. Ej, så var jeg nede og købe. Man så købe sådan nogle CBD inde i sådan en teforretning. Så var der sådan nogle CBD-joints. Så roligt, det var sgu rimelig dyrt. Altså, det var ikke billigt. Så jeg køber en. Og så tænkte jeg, jeg køber sgu 2. Det koster lige 150 kroner. Jeg tænkte, det er CBD, det er rødt, og det er lavet, og det var pænt lavet med sådan nogle coronas. Jeg selvfølgelig købte, og så ikke fået vide. Og så solgte de dem for 150 kroner. Det er der mange, der ryger det i stedet for. Og rigtig te, de bryder sig ikke om det te, det smager af helvede til. Og det smager udmærket, hvis det ryger. Så rører jeg det. Men så tænkte jeg, fedt, det er fint meget godt. Så tænkte jeg, så ser jeg, vi forsøger at fik ondt i ryggen. Så har jeg den til at gå hjem. Ej, det må gå ud. Så er det fejl. Det er noget mellem hår og alt muligt. Så de 75 kroner vil jeg gerne give til det, for det er med alle mulige andres hår. Det er ikke kun mit hår. Er det kun med mit hår, så er det en vej. Men det er meget fedt deroppe på Skibbersvej. De er sgu meget dygtige. Så jeg betragtning af, at de går så klippet.
Ja, den er på Skibbersvej, eller?
Ja. Eller nej. Den på Skibbersvej tror jeg faktisk er bedre. Det ved jeg ikke. Det er den på Skibbersvej.
Prima, eller hvad fanden det hedder.
Ja, hvad sagde du?
Du har ørerne, mand.
Hvad?
Du har blødt ørerne. Skal du spise, eller hvad?
Ej, jeg skulle være job i morgen, være guide. Så gerne stemmer. Jeg glæder mig virkelig meget. Ej, det gør jeg ikke, fordi... Jo, det gør jeg. Hey man, I'm still. That's the funniest shit ever, man. What the fuck? So you heard Danger and everything. I thought I ended it, but I did not. Apparently, there's a person watching in the bushes. What the fuck? Oh my god, man, my god. You know, we talked. He said, "You heard what we talked about? What the fuck?" I'm glad. You know, did you see the kid? Was the kid there? That's that's Vincent. I love that little fella. He's like he's got this blue. He hurt his head, and I heard it was like bang, and his head was like swollen. And yes, man, I said, as long as people don't talk shit about me, I don't talk shit about them. That's what it is. So yeah, you can say I pieced it up, but there was never anything to piece it up. But I always say I don't mind. I mind, there's a lot of people I like, but they did something I don't like. Like people are fucking with Cavalli. I'm not at all saying I don't know anything about. People are telling me bits and pieces, but you see, I literally need to hear one from the American team telling me what's good and what's not. But it's not like that anymore. If I needed that, I would say it because I fuck with Doc. Doc is the only reason why I'm actually, and Tommy is actually some of the reasons why I'm on YouTube. Because without them, there would be no panel like we have. It would be a totally other platform. It would be, for me, it would be another time and another frame to enjoy that type of. What I mean with that is, you see, when you've been fucking with people for the longest, sometimes you forget, man. You just forget what the fuck you come from, and it's like what the fuck, you even forget it because it's like what the fuck, you know, you know. You see, there's no people here, so why use my fucking time? No, I'm not like that. I don't care about views. Views is something, like views is something people want to have because, like, now nobody want to fuck with Max because he just talked with Chris and he says nobody's wrong. I didn't say nothing. It's no, nothing was wrong. I don't slander his name. That's like I don't. Um, of like seeing some bits and pieces, but I don't slander anybody's name. I'm not that kind of. Yeah, when we're shooting the shit and we're having fun, then it's YouTube shit. That's what we've been agreeing on. That something is YouTube shit. But when it's predatorial and um, I don't know, man. It's hard to. It's hard to say what's good and what's not anymore. When people say it's okay to do all this shit, but follow your heart, follow your own thing, do what you want to do. Peace.